If you guys need Ultimate Team coins, then go and check out mmopo.com. Their link will be down in the description. Use code CAPGUN to get yourself a discount. You're right, guys, it's CapGun Tom here, and welcome to episode number 49 of our Draft to Glory. One episode away from the big 50, and you've missed the last couple of episodes. I highly recommend you go back and watch them, because, not to blow my own trumpet, but they were pretty good, so go check them out, why not? So this morning, when I'm recording this, the new headliners, or not headliners, new ones, but headliners have been upgraded. So, for example, Wijnaldum and Salah both got upgraded because Liverpool have now won 4 games in a row. So quite interested to try out that Salah card, try out that Wijnaldum card. Obviously, all the future stars are still in draft, and there's probably a couple of other headliners that may have got upgraded as well. Like, I guess Plea would be one because he got an inform, but he is an SBC or an objective, so you wouldn't be able to get him anyway. But anyway, let's go and dive into the draft and see what we're going to have come forward today. 52 draft entries, 27 in a row, or 27 wins, I should say. And yeah, we're doing pretty well still. So realistically, we could just use a little bit of pack luck. I think that's what it's coming down to. We just need some form of pack luck to come our way. And my goodness, it's windy. I don't know if you guys can hear it. You might be able to hear that. There is so much wind going past the side of the building, it's actually whistling through the closed window. Like, it's actually making the closed window whistle, which is mental. I kind of want to do something new today, try something different, rather than just choose something we've done before, because we seem to be stuck in a rut where we play 4-3-2-1 and 4-4-1-1 over and over again, and it's just bringing the same players out every time. So I'm actually going to do something a little bit different and go for a 5-2-1-2 just to try and shake stuff up and hopefully get some different players. We don't really start with anything especially new. We've seen all these players about 1 billion times, but I guess we'll take Socrates anyway because, you know, he's the one that fits into our team. This is going to be interesting to see what we end up getting. I think I'm going to take Insigne here and hope for Ronaldo. We actually get a full, well, like a complete Serie A selection, which is a bit cheesy, but I want to take Insigne because this card doesn't come up very often, and the Scream Insigne is actually a monster. So, of course, if you guys are I've seen a couple of comments, and I understand exactly where you guys are coming from. When, for example, you're like, oh, but you could have just put this one player in and you would have got full chemistry. I think in the last episode, or maybe 2 episodes back, I chose to put in Kamara's future star card, the centre-back, instead of Ramos, and like one of my players had less chemistry. I made that choice on purpose because I wanted to try out the Camera card. So just do bear that in mind when you like go in on me, because sometimes, you know, I'm doing it because I want to try different cards out. And I actually say during the recording, but some people, I do question, maybe some people watch the video on mute or something and just watch me do the picks because because I do explain a lot of what I'm taking as we go, but people just seem to be ignoring that. But anyway, let's move on and see what we can do. I'm not really sure how to build this squad, to be honest. This is kind of new sort of like realm for me. I guess we should probably take Bentancur because he does, of course, play in Serie A, and we're building a bit of a Serie A squad right now. There's the new Wijnaldum. We can take it as well because we've got Bergkamp up front. Yes, let's do it, because I was talking about this Wijnaldum card. I wanted to try it out. He's now in the Hullet gang with the quad 82. He's got quad 82s, but he's got quad 82s. Quad 82s on his card. We've got to take him. Alan would have been a safer choice, but to be honest, I want to do this. Now, if we could get, like, for example, a silver selection, that would be really useful. I guess I'll take the Hunter card then. Nothing there really interests me at all. Of course, we can go either way with this. We can either go with... ooh, nice. Do we want to take the headliner Carl Walker? Or do we want to take Pereira? I feel like Walker's probably a better shout. I like the look of the Walker card more colourful. Headliner cards are colourful and I like it. Not that it looks like Man City are going to be able to win 4 in a row, does it? Because playing so dreadfully. Anyway, not that I can talk being a Man United fan. I think what I'm going to... No, I think we'll just keep on building. Let's see what goalkeeper we get. We get ourselves... David De Gea is probably the best shout here, because we've already got some Prem in front of him. You know what? A Van Dijk would be really nice. There's Kamara, but it's the wrong version of him for me to want to take. or get myself into trouble over. I mean, Congolo is the right nation, but plays in the Championship now, whereas last year he played in the Prem. So I'll take Congolo purely because he's got the shadow card on him, and no one else really works out of that selection. Wow, we are getting done so dirty. We need centre-backs, and we've got so many bad ones at the moment. Right, last centre-back position, what are we saying? Wow, EA, come on, man. Come on, man. I mean, I can't even see how I'll ever get this to work. Manolas is the best. Titi will probably be the easiest to link down the line. Jimenez is dreadful. I don't know how I'd take Manolas and then try and get him on full chem. If I was Matt HD Gamer, I'd be able to get a strong link between Manolas and Bentancur, but that's not the case. I mean, you could take Godin and then get the strong link, but Godin is just so bad. So bad. I can't see... I mean, like, how often does Socrates pop? Not very often. Who would you get at left back for Napoli? There aren't really any. This is going to be one of the picks that people hate me for, but I'm going to take Titi. Just because I feel like it's going to be easier to get those links in. We've got Wan-Bissaka. We don't really need a right back. He would be my choice, but we need centre back, so I'm going to have to take Slabhead here. He does also, of course, get that strong link to De Gea, which is in some ways helpful. I might actually just quickly take my other goalkeeper to see what we get. We could... I think what we'll do is we'll take the Serie A goalkeeper here. Although Southampton, no, there's no Southampton goalie. If we take Buffon, then we could potentially pivot into a Serie A squad. So we'll take him and see what happens. But realistically, we've been kind of done dirty with the picks we've had so far. Hopefully, we're going to find a way to put this team back together. We do get Bonucci. Now, that would be a strong link to Buffon. So we could take him and get a perfect link. And that would actually sort both of those two players out. But again, Bonucci is dreadful. So I'm kind of like, I don't want to take him. I don't want to take him. This is the problem with the 5-back, because you get rights and left backs. You can't actually play a right back at left wing back and get the same amount of Ken. Robertson wouldn't be the worst shout, because we can obviously switch this team around a bit. Why couldn't you have just given me Team of the Year Robertson and made this an easy choice? Oh man, I'm in such a bad spot here, aren't I? Could take Bonucci. Perfect link, but then we'd have to take De Gea out, and it's just going to be an absolute... Whatever we do here, I think we're going to end up losers. Robertson is just such a get out, isn't it? It's such a get out. I guess what we could do is we could gamble on one more Premier League defender, get Robertson, switch the team around so Wijnaldum's on the other side, and then have Maguire at the right centre-back to give that one strong link to Walker that he needs. And then, yeah, we'd be gambling. Let's do that. I think that might be the best shout, because at the moment we've got too much stuff going on. Right, we'll leave these, because I'm not really in the market for... Well, maybe I am in the market for a midfielder. Let's see if we can find a midfielder that helps us. Fabinho's a good shout. Obviously, we'll get that strong link. We could take the unlucky man here, actually. If we take Lucas Leiva, he'll get a strong link to Socrates. And then if we could go and snag ourselves, for example, Alexandro, which isn't the rarest pick to come out in draft, we wouldn't be looking too bad. Or we can just be completely boring and take Fabinho. Fabinho is the smart pick. I think that's what maybe I should start doing when I'm building these drafts, is I should say, this is the smart pick, and then explain why I go for someone else. Because we want to try and make an interesting team, we're going to go for Lucas Leiva, and then we're going to gamble. We are out here gambling, I'm not going to lie. As soon as I took him, I now regret it. If we could get Fabinho in this pick, that'd be great. Right, okay, Dele Alli's not too bad. He'll kind of do a similar job to Thingy at the moment. I think we'll just have to, at the moment, we're going to go like this for now. Like so. And, yeah, then maybe... I mean, that's not too bad. We just got one player off chem at this point. It's not too bad. I mean, I would quite like to go with the more Serie A style team, but we'll see what happens with the remaining picks. You never know. We might end up getting someone that actually helps us out. We get Messi as a super sub, which isn't too bad. Everyone else is a little bit meh. I could take, like, I could literally just take Lacazette and build a full Prem team at this point, but I don't really want to do that. Let's take Messi, because Messi's just Messi, so, you know, he can save us. Ooh, okay, hang on a sec. Right. Alisson, I've used multiple times now, guys. The guy doesn't have hands. We don't need another goalkeeper. We need, like, someone who can play as a defender, really. So we can take Digne and play him at centre-back again. Or we can take the inform Azpilicueta and play him at centre-back. Who's taller? 5'10". 5'10". You can never make it easy for me, can you, EA? Because it's, you know what? Because it's this man here, we got to go with it. Digne! Wasn't good, was it? You guys just keep on telling me how bad I am at doing the Digne. And look, it's just happened. I've just built a full Premier League team. You absolute scrub bag, Tom. Ooh, okay. Martinelli's not bad. That's the first time we've managed to get his Future Stars card, so we'll take that for sure. Let's see if we can find a way to... Rodrigo now as well. We do get Jordi Alba, so we could potentially put in... Would that work? I got a feeling that this might work, you know. We now had Rodrigo so many times, I've lost count of how many times we've had that card. I'm tempted to take Jordi Alba, take out Yoshida, move Digne into the middle, Maguire at the right centre-back, and then have Jordi Alba and Umtiti in our squad. Mate, I'm the best hybrid builder you'll ever see. Right, okay. Just watch me now. Watch me now. Switch these two round. There's some chemistry. Get rid of Yoshida because, let's face it, he is absolute trash. And then we're actually going to end up with chemistry for days coming up there. Yeah, we've actually managed to get everyone on full chem. I think that our team is slightly better than what it was. Just about. Okay. Okay, let's see what else we're going to get. We get Team of the Year nominee Mane, who I will take because he's the highest rated and he has a 100 card on him. Let's see what else we're going to get. Ooh, okay. Trent. It's not a bad player. Not really needed. I wish this was a striker Ronaldo. I think I probably would have taken the striker Ronaldo over TAA. But as it stands, I think I've just got to take TAA, don't I? I've already passed up on one Team of the Year. People will go absolutely nuts at me if I pass up on another. Yeah, you lose Chem if you put him in at centre-back as well. Which kind of stinks. Because he would be a better centre-back than Digne, that's for sure. Kyle Walker's much better. Alright, okay, let me do this glitch. I'll be right back. Alright, so our last pick, let's see what we're going to get. We get, not really very much to be honest. Maybe take Bale as a super sub. I mean, we've got quite a few super subs already. Maybe we take Thiago. I haven't used this inform card before. It's the highest rated as well, so let's go with that. Okay. Okay, so let's take our manager. It looks like we're going to end up with 189 here, having moved all the players around. We actually get a nice little bit of a boost to chemistry right here with a Premier League manager, which is nice. And he's also Spanish as well, so that's decent. So we'll take him there. We tried to make a bit of a hybrid. We got a couple leagues in. I think we got 3 leagues in. It's not the most successful draft we've ever seen, though, so... yeah, there we go. Right, okay, I am going to dive into some gameplay and we'll see what happens. So here we go into the first game with our very first ever in this series. 5-back formation attempt. How's it going to work out? Our first opponent's got a very nice looking team, although it is in the 3-4-2-1, which is a little bit of a ropey formation. Let's not beat around the bush. So how is this going to start? Well, look at that. Our headliner, upgraded Wijnaldum, looking good as he puts the ball into Socrates, who passes it across to Dele Alli. And Dele Alli is just one of those players that you want to hit it first time. He is kind of like a rubbish prime Zidane. He's got no skills, but he can hit them sometimes. He's a little bit erratic, but I would just recommend hitting it with him most of the time. Anyway, lovely goal from Insigne there to make it 2-0 in the 65th. Our opponent does get 1 goal back, but it's just too little, too late, and there you go. Just proof of what I'm, preaching. There's Zidane hitting it first time. He just hits them first time. But Dele Alli actually has the same sort of talent to him, especially that scream card. Anyway, we go into the next round, and I was thinking, dang, this is a good team. He's got lots of good players in there. He's got the Cam Neymar, he's got Zidane, he's got Ronaldo, who's off Chem, but admittedly still very, very strong team. But this opponent wasn't all that good. I don't know what it is around the sort of like second round. We just seem to come up against a lot of rubbish people in the second round. We struggle sometimes in the first, but the second round very rarely puts us into any sort of problems. It might be because I'm well and truly warmed up by the time we get into the second game. And what a lovely ball from Wijnaldum. He ball rolls it and then he pops it into Socrates, who does apply the finish to make it 2-0. So we're looking pretty good. And then in the 16th minute, look, we're already 2-0 up in 10 minutes or something. In the 16th, we throw it to the back post. Look, there's Jordi Alba coming on the overlap with loads and loads of space, and he does convert that to make it 3-0. Fantastic stuff, and that does mean that our opponent is going to take his option to rage quit, and we will move swiftly into the semi-finals. Now, this guy's got a 4-1-2-1-2, the narrow version, so you know our formations are going to cancel each other out quite a bit, because my formation all through the middle, his formation all through the middle, and it was one of those very, very grindy games, and I don't know what it was, but my defence just did not work at all. Like, even though I had 5 at the back, it felt more like that I had 2. Like, I don't know what was going on. They just played so dreadfully. It was just horrific. Anyway, you can see here we're getting in with Insignia. This is actually a really nice goal. We send him to another dimension with one of those ball rolls there and the turn, and we end up finding Socrates in the box to make it 1-1. Then we actually find a lovely through ball. Again, Socrates playing the ball through his Bergkamp. He don't miss these, and he actually bangs that right into the top left-hand corner. Had to put a lot of power on it to get over the goalkeeper's legs. And yeah, thankfully it ends up in the back of the net. But just before half-time, unfortunately, the game had decided to completely destroy me. Like, I genuinely could not get the ball out of my own half for probably about 15 to 20 minutes of game time, running up to half-time, and then in the plus 50 seconds, he manages to convert one of his chances and make it 2-2. Now, we do go back up to 3-2, and I thought, you know what, I'm going to run away with this game at this point. But we just got kind of, I don't know what was going on. I mean, where, like 5 at the back, we've got 5 defenders. Why is there no one marking Wijnaldum there? It's not like Jordi Alba in the earlier on in the other game, where he's actually coming on the overlap. Like, where is my defence? Like, can't understand. And this was just the icing. Look at this. I see that he's going to play the ball. I put Digne right on the spot. Messi just jumps literally like 6 foot off the floor to convert that. And it was just one of those games, unfortunately. We just got kind of skanked. Obviously, I'm on full tilt at this point. I'm playing ultra attacking. Players won't lock onto the ball. It's just an absolute disaster. We end up getting absolutely clouted. But, you know, a loss is a loss regardless of what the score is. So we are out of the draft and we'll just have to deal with it. I think it's safe to say that I'll never be using a 5-back in this series ever again. He's just absolutely woeful. Every single round was almost impossible to score goals, bar the second one. I feel quite aggrieved in this game. I feel like I got completely screwed by the game. Game ends 7-3. The guy was a good player, to be fair to him, and the stats are all in his favour, but that's because of the last 10 minutes. Like, up until, like, the last minutes of the game, we were actually, like, dead even, and I just got completely screwed. Like, this goal here, where I conceded to Kante, I had been stuck in my own half for a good, like, 10 in-game minutes. I could not get it out. I played safe balls out to the wing. I played literally every single type of ball to get out of my own half. And he was winning the most. They're not even 50-50s. We're talking like 75-25s. He's coming away with a 25 flip. Just mental. Absolutely mental. And then, like, this is what tilted me. I was absolutely fuming. I think it was this one anyway. No, not this one. It was the one after it, which they haven't even included. So they haven't even bothered including the goal where I actually... Like, this is stupid because my player was locked onto the ball at this point, but he unlocks from the ball. He's, like, locked on, and then he just unlocks so he can just run through on goal. The goal where he scored with Messi, where he crossed it, absolutely tilted the absolute life out of me because I read it perfectly. I perfectly read it. I was like... I'm going to rush him and I'm going to mark the pass in the middle. My player, my Digne, is standing right there where the ball is. I've literally, where the X on the floor is where Digne is standing. And I've predicted that that's where he's going to go. But don't worry, Messi manages to jump like 8 foot off the floor to go over my Digne, who doesn't even bother to jump despite the fact that I was pressing the clear button. Oh, this game really does tilt me sometimes. It really does. It really tilts me. So stupid. It's so stupid so much of the time. Oh, well, I mean, it doesn't matter because at the moment I feel like it doesn't matter what prizes we get because we just don't pack anything ever. So, you know, semi-final knockout prizes might be the ones. You never know. You never know. Like, we didn't get boards in our last draft even though we won it and we got 50k packs. So that goes to show that the packs are just so poor. Every time there's a promo, it feels like we've got no chance of packing anything. And then as soon as there's no promo, we pack, like, decent stuff. Like, that's when we pack, like, back-to-back walkouts in episodes. We do get Vangioni, he'll be at least 2,000 coins, so at least that's something. Sorry to be a little bit of a downer there, guys, but, like, honestly, it just winds me up. Winds me up. when you're playing in like such a high level, like very high level, you're very like on it, you're very tense, and then like there's things that go wrong that you had nothing to do with. Like, it's just frustrating. It's just frustrating. That Messi goal, frustrating as hell. We don't get boards. I mean, it makes no difference whether we get to the final and win it or we get knocked out. We just get nothing regardless, don't we? So, unless there's something in here, like a hunter card or a shadow, then we're probably going to be ending up losing coins on this draft. Let's have a look. Those two can go. All of my rares are contracts. That's good. We've got an anchor card, which is worth like 2k. Not great. Not great. Poor episode. I won't be trying 5 backs again. Screw it. I don't want to use anything different. I want to use the OP players and just run over people. That's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking. Just use the OP formation, because it's just no fun to get like crushed in the gameplay and then get rubbish packs. It kind of ruins the end of the draft for us. So yeah, we'll go back to using more OP players in the next episode. Thank you for watching. Sorry I've been such a grouch. I'll try not to let it happen next time. And thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Peace!